Hello, my name's Michael North from the Olive Trail, otherwise known as the Olive Oil Man. But today I'd like to introduce you to the olive leaf, which is a very valuable part of the olive tree. Now, the olive leaf has been used for thousands and thousands of years as a medicine, as an infusion, which has been most valuable. But let's have a look and see what we're about here. Now, the example of the olive leaf is here. It's the whole leaf, and this whole leaf is dried, preferably naturally and without any chemicals or addition, and that's being used as an infusion, sometimes boiled in water, sometimes steeped for hours and hours and hours, and that's used for lots and lots of reasons, for colds and good medical reasons, which we might go into in a minute. Now, what we've done is we've moved a little further on from that, and we've tried to specialize in cutting the leaf slightly. So this makes an aid to infusion, and it gives it a little bit more regularity, and it actually doesn't need to be infused for so long. Now we've gone even further, and we've moved into cutting it into a fine tea cut, if you like, and put them into tea bags. So this is now specializing it, we're blending it, and it's an incredibly fresh blend and delicious tasting. But I'd like to move on to let's taste it together and do some tasting notes. First of all, we want to warm the pot with water. It's boiling water, freshly boiled, and we just put a little bit into the pot like this, and we'll warm it up. You can, of course, put it into the cups direct, but for the purposes here, we're going to put it into this pot. Now, it's normally one bag per person, so we've got 3 bags here, 1, 2, 3, and we have 3 cups to taste. Now be sure that you're using freshly boiled water. Be sure that the water has just come off the boil. Let it sit for a minute or two just before you pour it. We don't want boiling hot water. We don't want to scorch the leaf, and scorching the leaf will then actually destroy some of the antioxidants. And there's lots and lots of powerful antioxidants in this, like oleucrin and free radical scavengers, polyphenols, which are all good. Now, but what we're trying to do is make this taste delicious. We know it's got health benefits, but let's taste it. Now, first of all, we've had just a quick minute, and we've already got a lovely, lovely, lovely lime green, I'd call it. Now, let's pour that and see what we get. As we pour, we can see there's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful light lime green colour. Now, let's taste this and see where we're at. Now, we've only had about a minute's worth of actual brewing here, so let's have a little taste. First of all, I'd like to get and capture the aromas. Fresh, light herbal tones, almost a slight mint there. Little bit of grapefruit, but very gentle, very, very, very mild. And now, wow, it's light. It's got these herbal notes. It's not like olive at all. It's nothing to do with olives. Here we've got this almost like a little light grapefruit. That's it. It's like a grapefruit skin. Quite delicious. Absolutely amazing. Now, this could be had absolutely no bitterness at all. In fact, it's almost sweet, dare one say. Now, what I'm going to do next is, while we're having a little chat, I'm going to stir the pot a little bit more, and we want to sort of bring this on. Now, the longer you leave the olive leaf to brew, if you like, then the deeper and darker and the more of the antioxidants and the flavour gets released. It's not essential to actually loosen it all off. And by the way, it's not essential either to have it boiling hot. Now, if we pour this, and this has only been just a sort of nearly 2 minutes or so, and we can see immediately that the colour has changed. If we have a look at the first one, we've got that lovely light colour, and now we're going here and it's much darker. Now we've got a sort of a leafy green, and you can see that it's obviously got a lot more strength in here. Let's have a taste of this and see where we're going now. This is for people that like it just that little bit stronger, a little bit more of an adult taste. Yes, now I've got hints of Angostora's bitters. And almost, if you remember the old gin and tonic days, there's no alcohol in here, of course, but there is a quinine and there's a sort of a light bitterness in here. It's still delicious. It reminds me of the old-fashioned pink gin. That's actually even more delicious for me. I do like it a bit stronger. Absolutely amazing, but still a good recreational tea and still to be enjoyed. You can sweeten these, by the way. You can sweeten them with sugars and you can put milks in them if you want. I like to use stevia or, you know, non-sugary type sweeteners if you like, but don't use the artificial ones. Now I'm stirring the pot again. And I want to now, we've had a few minutes going by. You can steep this for an awful long time and you can actually drink it, as I said, cold. A slice of lemon is also quite nice with it too. But now let's have a look. We've done no more than just let this go for a little bit longer, and we can see that what's going to happen here, it's getting darker. It'll actually get darker and darker as the time goes on. Now, you can see the difference. It's quite obvious. We've got from the first one, which was a minute or two. The second one was a couple of minutes. Now the third one is we're getting up to 3 and 4 or more minutes. Now let's have a look here and see what we've got. This, by the way, is all made with the tea bag. And the smell now is enhanced so much. We definitely have very strong overtones of grapefruit. It's citrusy. Now the taste, wow. Now it seems like it's fully matured and fully flavoured. There's still no bitterness here. Whatever bitterness is in the background, it's not intrusive and it's not horrid. It is an adult taste, but because we didn't boil the water, because we haven't, if you like, burnt the leaves, then we have this wonderful flavour. Oh, it's absolutely delicious. And this has come from years and years and years of blending, because we found that there's so many different varieties of olives and so many different types of leaves on different olive trees. This one has come up the best and blended and put into a bag. You can have it loose, but this actually lends itself to a much quicker, easier brew. Enjoy. Delicious.